Hello everyone, my name is Srinivas. Welcome to SV Chemistry Academy. Today I am going to teach lattice enthalpy. This is very important topic. Listen carefully, right? So here exactly the definition of lattice enthalpy is the energy required to completely separate 1 mole of solid ionic compound into gaseous constituent elements or ions, right? So this is the exactly definition of lattice enthalpy. How we will get the lattice enthalpy? This is the formula we have to keep in mind about the lattice enthalpy. Therefore lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to the product of charge of ions present in ionic solid, that is Q plus into Q minus, right? And inversely proportional to radius of ions sum value. It means, better remember this point also very important, because of sometimes question will raise about this lattice enthalpy complexity level. Which of the following statement is correct? Lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to product of charge of ions present in ionic solid compound, and lattice enthalpy is inversely proportional to the sum of radius of ions present in ionic solid compound. These are the 2 points we have to keep in mind. Based on that, here lattice enthalpy directly proportional to here charge of cation and anion divided by here radius of cation plus radius of anion, right? Then lattice enthalpy was calculated by Born-Haber cycle. In this video I would like to discuss Born-Haber cycle. By using the Born-Haber cycle, how we will get the lattice enthalpy? After completion of a Born-Haber cycle explanation, I would like to give some examples. By that you will get clarity about the lattice enthalpy. This is very important, no doubt at all. In any competitive exam, lattice enthalpy question directly or indirectly will be. Then coming to Born-Haber cycle lattice enthalpy. By using Born-Haber cycle, we will get the lattice enthalpy. We will calculate the lattice enthalpy. Let me take one example to get the lattice enthalpy by using Born-Haber cycle. So here NaCl formation. So first Na solid, right, react with half mole of Cl2 gas, it results NaCl solid compound, right? So during the conversion some amount of energy exchange takes place. That energy is called as formation enthalpy. Okay, then this is a single step. Same reaction completed by several steps also. So better here first Na is in solid phase, that converted as gaseous phase, right? Solid directly convert into gas by the process of what? Sublimation. Such enthalpy is called as what? Sublimation enthalpy, right? Then Cl is in molecular state, gaseous phase molecular state, that converted as atomic state Cl. Therefore we can get a gaseous atom. That is the enthalpy is called as atomization enthalpy. Okay, the enthalpy required to get the atoms from the molecule is called as atomization enthalpy. Then Na gaseous state converted as Na plus gaseous state cation. by removal of one electron from outermost orbit of sodium. So this is the process is called as what beta? Ionization. Such enthalpy is called as ionization enthalpy. Right? Then Cl gaseous state atom converted as gaseous state anion by gain of one electron. So that is the enthalpy is called as electron gain enthalpy, right? Electron gain enthalpy. So by this, Na plus gaseous state cation Cl minus gaseous state anion formed. By combination of these two, we will get what? Solid phase NaCl ionic compound. Right? So that is the enthalpy is called as what beta here? Lattice enthalpy. It means this reaction completed by single step or several step. But according to Hess law of constant heat summation, whether the reaction completed by single step or several step, resultant heat enthalpy will be same. Is it clear beta? According to what beta here? According to Hess law. Hess law of constant heat summation. According to Hess law of constant heat summation, whether the reaction completed by single step or several step, resultant heat enthalpy will be same. Is it clear beta? Therefore, with respect to this single step, right, formation enthalpy is equal to the sum of all these enthalpies. First enthalpy is what beta? Sublimation enthalpy, right? Sublimation enthalpy plus here atomization enthalpy plus here ionization enthalpy plus electron gain enthalpy plus last lattice enthalpy. Right? Then by this Haber's process or Haber's cycle, we can calculate lattice enthalpy. Therefore, lattice enthalpy we should take left side minus. Here plus is there, therefore we need to take minus. Lattice enthalpy, right? That is equal to sublimation enthalpy, right? Plus atomization enthalpy plus ionization enthalpy plus electron gain enthalpy. Here left side formation enthalpy positive is there. If you take right side, that should be negative. Minus formation enthalpy. Okay. Then NaCl lattice enthalpy is equal to sublimation enthalpy plus atomization enthalpy plus ionization enthalpy plus electron gain enthalpy minus formation enthalpy. Right? If we substitute all these enthalpies of respective NaCl formation, we will get the lattice enthalpy value. Is it clear beta? So sublimation enthalpy is 108.4 kilojoules per mole plus atomization enthalpy of chlorine 121 kilojoules per mole. This is for half mole only beta, half mole. If we take full mole, 1 mole, then we will take 121 into 2. Okay, 242 kilojoules. But here half mole of a Cl2 molecule converted as a Cl gaseous state atom. For that required energy is what beta? 121 kilojoules per mole. That is the atomization enthalpy of Cl2. Then ionization enthalpy of sodium is 496 kilojoules per mole and the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is minus 348.6 kilojoules per mole. and formation enthalpy of 1 mole of NaCl is minus 411.2 kilojoules per mole, right? Then if we simplify all these values, then we will get lattice enthalpy. Negative is there now beta. Minus lattice enthalpy is equal to 788 kilojoules per mole. Then therefore lattice enthalpy is equal to minus 788 kilojoules per mole. So this is the lattice enthalpy of sodium chloride solid ionic compound. Is it clear beta? Related questions. So beta question given like calculate lattice enthalpy of magnesium chloride. So here MgCl2. Calculate lattice enthalpy of magnesium chloride solid, right? Then how we will calculate this one? By using Born-Haber cycle, we can calculate the lattice enthalpy of respective compound given. Therefore, first of all, magnesium is in solid phase that react with Cl2 which is in gaseous phase. It results MgCl2 solid phase, right? So this is the enthalpy is called as what beta here? Formation enthalpy. Like previous example, this reaction is also completed by several steps. Let me check the several steps. Mg solid converted as Mg gaseous phase. So this is the enthalpy is called as what beta? Sublimation enthalpy, right? Then Cl2 molecular state converted as here 1 mole means that can give us 2 gaseous state atoms. So that is the enthalpy is called as what beta here? Atomization enthalpy, right? Then Mg solid undergoes ionization and converted as Mg plus 1 gaseous phase, right? This is the enthalpy is called as ionization enthalpy. Then here 2 Cl atoms converted as Cl minus gaseous state anion, that is the enthalpy is called as electron gain enthalpy, right? Then some difficulties are there in this conversion. Let me discuss the difficulties. So beta here 1 mole of Cl2 converted as 2 moles of Cl atoms. That is the enthalpy is called as what beta? Atomization enthalpy. In the previous example, half mole participated, that enthalpy is 121 kilojoules per mole. But here 1 mole participated means multiply with 2. Therefore 2 into 121, that is equal to 242 kilojoules per mole. That is one difficulty. We should clear that, right? Then here electron gain enthalpy of 1 mole in the previous example we took, but here 2 moles are there, then multiply with 2 that. Is it clear beta? Then coming to Mg converted as Mg plus, neutral molecule converted as unication, right? Unipositive ion. That is the enthalpy is called as ionization enthalpy. Don't multiply with 2 here. Because of what beta? First ionization enthalpy is smaller than second ionization enthalpy. Always second ionization enthalpy is greater than first ionization enthalpy. Based on that fact, don't multiply with 2. You can take second ionization enthalpy individually. So that is what beta here? Mg plus 2 from Mg plus 1 gaseous state, right? Then this is the enthalpy is called as ionization enthalpy 2. Here ionization enthalpy 1, like that we can take. Is it clear? Then after here 2 moles of Cl minus ion and 1 mole of Mg plus 2 cation combined together, then it results what? 1 mole of MgCl2 solid ionic compound. Is it clear beta? So that is the enthalpy is called as what beta here? Lattice enthalpy. So these are the several steps implies in the formation of MgCl2 solid, and this is a single step, right? Then according to Hess law of constant heat summation, whether the reaction completed by single step or several steps, resultant heat enthalpy will be same, right? Therefore, according to Hess law of constant heat summation, formation enthalpy, right, that is equal to sum of all these enthalpies, no beta. Therefore, sublimation enthalpy plus atomization enthalpy plus ionization enthalpy 1 plus ionization enthalpy 2 plus electron gain enthalpy multiply with 2 beta. This is important, right? Then lattice enthalpy, right? Then here we should take left side, minus lattice enthalpy, that is equal to sublimation enthalpy plus atomization enthalpy. Based on this beta here, half mole if we take na, that is 121 kilojoules per mole. Here 1 mole, that's why multiply with 2. 121 into 2, that equal to 242. Or directly you can take the atomization enthalpy of 1 mole of Cl2 is what beta? 242 kilojoules. Directly you can substitute here, right? Then next, ionization enthalpy 1 plus ionization enthalpy 2, right, plus electron gain enthalpy minus this formation enthalpy. Okay, so like this we can calculate the lattice enthalpy of magnesium chloride respectively. Is it clear beta? The related questions. Coming to first question, magnesium fluoride, calcium fluoride, strontium fluoride, barium fluoride. Then the order of lattice enthalpy. So beta here lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to product of charge of ions, right, and inversely proportional to sum of radius of ions. Is it clear? Lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to product of charge of ions and inversely proportional to sum of radius of ions. Based on that fact, in all these fluoride ion is identical. Therefore, we should concentrate on size of cation. Mg plus 2, Ca plus 2, Sr plus 2, Ba plus 2. These are the group second elements, alkaline earth metals. Due to down the group atomic radius increase fact, Ba plus 2 larger in size than Sr plus 2, this is larger in size than Ca plus 2, this is larger in size than Mg plus 2. Okay, all having same charge, but size will be increases left to right. As increasing the size, then lattice enthalpy will be decreases because of radius was inversely proportional to lattice enthalpy. If charge is identical, here F minus, F minus, F minus, F minus, and Mg plus 2, Ca plus 2, Sr plus 2, Ba plus 2. Charge identical means size. As increasing the size, then lattice enthalpy will be decreases. Therefore, this is the lattice enthalpy decreasing order. Is it clear? Then coming to second example. Second question given like MgO and NaCl. Among these two, which having more lattice enthalpy? So coming to MgO, this dissociates as Mg plus 2 no beta, right, and O minus 2. This NaCl dissociates as Na plus Cl minus. Is it clear? Then Mg plus 2 Na plus, among these two charge Mg plus 2 more. With respect to first fact, lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to product of charge of ions. Here this product is greater than this product charge. Based on this first fact, here charge of ions directly proportional to lattice enthalpy. Therefore, based on that fact, magnesium oxide having more lattice enthalpy than sodium chloride. Right? And one more important point beta here, hydration enthalpy. Hydration enthalpy is directly proportional to lattice enthalpy. That is also very, very important. Hydration enthalpy or solvated enthalpy. Hydration enthalpy, right, is directly proportional to lattice enthalpy. So this relationship is also we have to keep in mind. Okay. Sometimes lattice enthalpy given in the question, but question asked about what beta here? Hydration enthalpy order. The compound which having more hydration enthalpy, that should contains more lattice enthalpy. That's why those two are in directly proportional. Is it clear beta? Thank you.